Hi beloved friends, welcome to another video snippet where lots of insights and realizations are going to be shared with you. So the first one is I've had a haircut. Well, I haven't actually. I've just piled it all back and cut a little bit of a fringe in, but what I'm trying to say is I'm presenting a new face. Here I am. Here is my new face. Anyway, I think the main thrust of this video is this incredible realization I've discovered since climbing walls. Pete's got me into climbing, and oh my God, you should be a fly on the wall to experience everything that happens. But what I'm realizing, this extreme fear that I go up against when I'm climbing is exactly, and I do mean exactly, this is incredible, it is exactly the same fear that I am getting really into now with Pete. And it's not that Pete's doing anything. I realize that I'm going into new ground, this opening, this sexual opening, this emotional opening, this new depth of intimacy is the same fear that I experience when I look up at that wall. I go, no, anywhere but there. Please don't say I gotta climb up there. And of course Pete is like, when you're ready.
Only when you're ready.
Yeah. But I don't want to blah blah too much. But what I want to share is this. So when I climbed that wall, and a few months ago I did have an extreme fear of heights. I would climb one step and pause and jump down. But now I'm getting halfway up the wall, and I'm able to look down at Pete and just have a conversation. The fear of heights at that level is not there anymore. But what I'm realizing is this. He has the rope. When it's me and the wall, I have to let go of any sense of I can control my own safety. No, I can't. No, I can't, because I am putting my safety out there on a limb, because I am climbing up. I am climbing up so high, should I fall, I am most definitely going to die or break my spine and cause paralysis. My safety is in Pete's hands, absolutely. And so, what I want to say is this. To all those other beloved men and women out there who are having a hard time, get beyond their fear in relationship. It might be a really good idea to actually embody that fear and transmute it in another way. And I'm doing that by climbing walls with Pete. And the more he holds that rope, and the more he belays me down, and the more I realize it's okay, he's got me, the more I'm able to really, really flip and trust him. In places I've never had to trust anyone before. And yes, I'm talking about climbing walls, and yes, I'm talking about opening up to him more as a woman, as a human, as a soul.
And wonderful.
Thanks.
Really. Anaiya stepped into my world. I've existed within the indoor climbing world for quite some time. Ran my own gym in Stockholm with some friends. Been around indoor climbing quite a lot and outdoor in the military. So it's one of my safe places. It's one of the few places I feel really, I know what I'm doing here, and I've grown through that. But I've stepped into a world which I don't feel as congruent with, which is Anaiya's yoga world. So especially this week, we've been going to hot yoga some mornings, or this last few weeks. And it, like climbing for Anaiya, is showing me areas where I need to grow into myself, or into the truth of who I am. So what I'm noticing is I am pretty strong when it comes to upper body and all that kind of stuff, but I've got crap balance. It's difficult for me to stand on one foot, and that kind of happens a lot. But it also, lateral stability when your legs spread and all that kind of stuff. But what I'm being shown, what's the learning from that? And the learning for me is that I've always looked outside me to someone else or something else to keep me centered. I've always looked to a partner, or some random person, or a sergeant in the army, or whatever, to give me the feedback to feel good in myself, to be able to stand there on my own 2 feet. But that's codependency. So what I've been finding this week is, I need to come back to my core, and I need to learn again to stand simply on my own 2 feet, and to be aware of how I'm standing. And that's got nothing to do with anyone else. And it's also something that, like climbing and the awareness of height and fear, it's something I have to build up experientially, moment by moment. It's not, I can't jump into it, that's not my world. I have to build up the minute muscle structure in my feet to be able to do that. I have to simply do it. And it's taken me away from my codependent attitudes towards a partner. Meaning, what's happening is kind of the more I trust in my ability to be here, the more I'm standing genuinely in my center, the more I'm trustable to Anaiya. And I'm not trying to do stability so that she can give me something. I'm doing stability because it's good for me. I feel it's something I want for me. So it's a truth more than a projection.
Yeah. And the more I climb, the more I have to surrender. Completely surrender. Surrender that Pete's got the rope. Surrender that even something beyond Pete has actually got my timing on life. This lady is not destined to die today. She's gonna die whenever that is. That's what I'm experiencing, beloved friends. Today is not the day to die.
Perhaps our two experiences reflect where you are or have been in a relationship. One of the two has control issues, and control. The antidote to that is letting go into a genuine trust and surrender. Someone like me who hasn't had very strong defined boundaries and is very dependent upon other people for a sense of self, need to come back to a sense of genuine, authentic self. Even if, I don't know about other guys, but even if I don't know right now, the move to want to find out is a start of the process. So I can build up that independent strength, making me a worthy partner to stand alongside. But that's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because it's right and authentic for me.
And also, this is a little shout going out to all of those beloved men and women who have trusted in life or a partner, and it went a little bit left field. I've had that experience. One of my little memories is of learning to scuba dive together with a partner, and he buggering off. And when you're scubaing and, climbing walls and stuff, you are dependent on your buddy to be watching out for you, as I was a dependent buddy. And so if you've had that experience in adult life where the one you were totally dependent on buggers off, you got to come back again as an adult and go, alrighty, I got to do this again. I got to really trust in another one again. And it's not easy. It's not easy. But what I'm noticing, it may not be easy, but it's freaking essential. You just have to do it. You just have to do it. And know that the one who let you down is right to have let you down, because maybe you really got to learn this trust thing extra well than other people who seem to trust, and it's all good. It works out for them. God bless those people. So,
good stuff.
Yeah.
It's a kind of invitation to look if you're in a couplage, if you're in a partnership. They sound like trains, but like try and find things that take you out of your comfort zone, one or other, but that you're doing together.
Amen.
Yoga is one.
Yeah.
Climbing is another.
Yeah.
Tango is another big one where the men will get provoked like holy fuck.
Ooh,
yeah, I'm
that's
swearing.
Good.
Yeah, horse riding, scuba diving, anything that's got a practical physical angle, because that's what keeps the mind
Keep
busy.
on moving.
And it's in the body, which I'm really getting from Anaiya. I'm very top heavy, and I need to come down more into my physical body. Yeah. And she needs to kind of, I don't know, trust, which is, I know in a way trust is kind of outside of the body. It's trusting to that which won't let us down. Yeah. And who or what is that?
And I want to say a big up to this man, because yesterday I was on the climbing wall, and this is a great example. So Pete, because he knows what he's doing, he's looking up and saying, just put your left foot here and then swing your whole body and grab that hold over there on the left. So I'm looking going, what? That is impossible. Swing? He wants me to fucking swing like a monkey. And it's not even a 50-50, it's like a 90-10. I'm 10% going to grab this thing, 90% not. But for some reason, and this is what I mean by grace, yesterday I just trusted him.
Nailed it.
My body has no evidence at all that it can swing to this place over there on the left. Totally out of reach. I'm going to have to really do leap of faith. But I looked down at him and I could hear what he was saying, and I'm like, okay, fuck it. I'm going to swear too. All right, let's do it. And you know what? Flippin' did it. Did it. 47 years old, brand new move in the body, halfway up a climbing wall. Because there is this man down here holding my rope, and I know he knows what he's talking about. Okay, let's do it. And of course, massive celebration. And
which means she did it.
I so did it. But that is one thing. The sense of achievement is one thing. It's the knowing that we're going there is another thing. And that's worth living for.
But perhaps the deepest analogy of this whole kind of recording is that our partners are given to us so that we will go to places we wouldn't otherwise have chosen to go.
Yes.
And our partners are bringing us into fields of experience of ourselves that we're actually capable of far much more than we think we are. But it's in the context of together in some way.
Yeah.
So thank you for hot and sweaty yoga.
Thank you for shaky legged,
nail splitting, hair all over the place,
swearing a lot, invitation to go beyond what I think.
And it's fun too. See you.
Yes.
It is done.